where the Cavs have been pretty comfortable this postseason. They've won their last 6 games at home and are putting up nearly 109 points a game. For more on the game, we welcome in the incomparable Doris Burke. DB, talk to us about what you saw from Cavs defense in Game 3.
Yeah, I thought from the opening tip we saw a Cavalier defense that put that young Boston team on its heels, and I thought they were better individually, defensively, and collectively. It was a team willing to make multiple efforts to cover for each other when necessary. Remember, without the dynamic Kyrie Irving, this is a Boston team that needs each other to score. They get action on both sides of the floor, which means, guess what, Korver, you better be aware of a Marcus Morris back cut. That's got to happen, and on the catch, on ball reversal, you've got to get a good close. And if you're Kevin Love and you get isolated on the post, you better play very good individual man-to-man defense, which happens. And I think, frankly, the other thing we saw was LeBron James on an entirely different level from an energy and activity standpoint on the defensive end. That's not a bad block, Michelle Beadle. Look at that. That was pretty.
I feel like it's always the same guy on the receiving end of those, by the way. We saw 5 players not named LeBron score double figures in the last game. The question of the day is, do you trust the supporting cast to show up again tonight?
I trust LeBron James, who had 12 assists that led to 30 points. I trust him to find the guys, and I do trust Kyle Korver and J.R. Smith to make knockdown shots. I think they want to see J.R. Smith shoot the basketball rather than put it on the deck, and I think it's really, really critical, Michelle, that George Hill stay aggressive. We just left Ty Lue's office, and he said, listen, how do we make this consistent? He said, we just tell George, we play better when you're aggressive. These two guys, you know it. They've been in big moments. They've hit big shots. They need the others. LeBron James, again, 12 assists, and it generates 30 points. His field goal attempts were down. His points and impact on the game still up for LeBron James.
DB, thank you. Enjoy the game. Chauncey,
thanks,
it's simple. I'm just going to turn the same question to you. Those are the guys she's counting on to show up tonight. Do you think they're going to do it?
I think they will. They're at home. They were very confident. I love the movement that they showed in the game. They didn't just, when LeBron ISO, they didn't just sit there and watch him and say, save us, make a good play for us. They moved, they cut, they set back screens. That's how some of those guys got freed up and were able to make shots. The biggest question for me is, what do we get out of Kevin Love? Mm-hmm. Okay, like he's a guy that shouldn't be mentioned in that supporting cast. He's an all-star, and he should probably perform that way.
It's very odd how quickly he's become a part of the supporting cast conversation, and nobody seems to have blinked an eye.
That goes from productivity, and these guys know being multi-time all-stars. There are guys that can make the all-star team if you're really productive on a team that's winning. Kevin Love was the kind of player at times of his career where he'd be an all-star regardless because he was putting up monster numbers. So once we've seen that visual of the kind of player he can be, it becomes frustrating sometimes that he isn't that player consistently. Matchups sometimes work in his favor, like against Toronto, not so much in this series, but he still has to be a more productive, more aggressive player.
I mean, when you ask the question, do we support the Cavs?
Do we trust the supporting?
The supporting of the Cavs, supporting cast of the Cavs. I think it's a matter of how much LeBron trusts them, because if they're not knocking down shots early, does he go away from them? Does he try to do it on his own? You know, if they're hitting shots early, it's all about how much LeBron trusts them. He trusts them so much, it led to 12 to 15 assists. You know, if he's getting a high assist number, he's trusting them and they're knocking down shots. Do I trust them on their own? No way. I mean, it's not like these guys can produce points on their own. These guys can step up and have a big game on their own. It's all about LeBron trusting them.
Agree?
I do.
Disagreement?
I do. No, I do agree with that.
That was easy. It's very peaceful up here tonight.
And don't sleep on Tristan Thompson. They're going to need his energy and his athleticism.
He's been really good, too,
defensive versatility.
He's been good because of LeBron. LeBron is finding him underneath for easy. Just dunk the ball.
No, but he's been good because of his activity. His activity, his toughness down there. That's where he's been good.
You can just go up and dunk the ball and you underneath the rim.
No,
that's great. No, but you're right.
Why do you think Horford's not playing well?
He's bringing a physicality to the game.
Absolutely.
I think that's key. That is key.
You can always talk Paul? It doesn't matter. You can always talk him into whatever it is you're trying to say. I love this about this desk up here.